So that was something else. I was very happy with how it turned out, except that is not at all what I thought was going to happen. Lauren, little quiet Lauren, who I stupidly underestimated, just came out of nowhere with that little steal your vote. Look at me, I thought I was in cahoots with them. Like, no, honey, no. They were planning to destroy me. They were going to get me so good.
I mean, smart play.
Yeah.
That would have been really good. Because originally it was like Joe was the plan, but I'm like, there's no way they're gonna stick to Joe.
We were honestly, like in the beginning, like we were definitely for it, but then like we weren't sure if you had the idol, and like everyone was so set on Joe that we were like, it's almost like too easy. So yeah.
Yeah, what solidified me picking her was when Talie was like looking at you before you went to go up and vote and like was like nodding your head at you. I'm like, oh, I know for sure.
Last minute, we had a feeling that because she stole my vote specifically and I was going to be the numbers to add to their Joe, that they're going to switch it and vote me out. Because I was the one playing double agent, secret spy on both sides, which is very logical. And so then Brooklyn, with our little secret immunity idol, just pulls it out and she's like, Simran, bam. And then guess what? All the votes were for me. Talie goes home. Crazy, could not have dreamt it myself. Insane, I'm just happy I'm still here. So that's all I can ask for.
I almost had a heart attack. I swear you guys were voting for me. I haven't come down yet.
No, yeah, my heart is like still racing.
Yeah, because it makes more sense to vote me out because I was talking to both people. So like it would make sense to be like, oh, just get rid of like the one person who seems to be switching sides. Yeah. So it was logical, yeah.
That was crazy. That tribal council. Sorry, I can't think because of how crazy it was. I'm crazy too now.
I just figured it was gonna be my name.
Yeah.
Because I was playing both sides, like it makes more sense.
Yeah, you guys better thought out. Like I just assumed everyone was voting for me, honestly.
We were all freaking out. Like our hearts were all racing for like 20 minutes afterwards. And then once the adrenaline crashed, we were just tired.
Did you guys know that there was a steal a vote?
No.
Okay.
That was,
I wasn't sure like if
dude,
someone
once
like
I saw that,
said or something.
I honestly thought that was gonna be fairly like mundane. Like once I saw that seal vote, I'm just like, whoa, things are gonna get heated right now.
Last tribal council didn't go exactly as planned, but the outcome was still good. When Lauren stole one of our votes, I knew that they were going to be voting for Simran.
Well, I feel like there's not bad blood between us.
Yeah.
Honestly,
They're just both really good plays.
yeah.
At the same time.
That's
Canceled each other out and Talie got.
Our tribe, or our former tribe, the former Casaya, became a majority, and I think Lauren especially felt it a little bit because she used her double vote. I mean, it was just a well-played round, honestly, and I don't blame her at all.
We also believe that it was Talie who voted for you in the last tribal.
Oh really?
You think it was?
That was I was just gonna ask, I'm like, anybody want to own up to it now? Like,
It definitely, like, it
It
wasn't
was not
us.
me.
it was really stupid for my teammates to vote out Preston and Kody because look where we are now. We're literally down 3-2. And I've literally been saying this from the beginning, let's get out Simran and Brooklyn first, and then we can worry about the people on our tribe. But no, here we are.
I feel like bad voting Talie.
What made you vote Talie?
I just kind of assumed that like you had an idol, and not gonna lie, I saw you and Brooklyn, or Simran and Brooklyn talking.
I might cry just because the last tribal council was really just wild and stressful for me. And I ultimately made the decision to vote out Talie, which was really, it just sucked. But what came out of that was it made it seem like I was with the majority and that like I was okay with doing that.
And we've always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
We've just been waiting to get out Lauren. We were debating on
figured
Lauren or Talie for this last vote.
And I don't think that he recognizes that she's also kind of social.
Yeah. But like from the start, we're like, if we ever merge, we wanted to ally with you and Cesar.
That was our plan.
Cesar was out first.
Yeah, the original Casayas finally have the majority in a group, which hasn't been a thing at all. we were definitely the underdogs throughout this whole season so far. And now that we finally have the numbers and we're strong enough and like close enough to just take each of them out.
So like I feel like I trusted you guys before, but like after this,
Oh,
I trust you in
100%.
Brooklyn like with my life.
No, I feel the same way, because like I still trusted Brooklyn. That's why I went along with our plan, obviously. But I definitely like Talie's comments like kind of made me question. But like after that, like if there's no doubt, like,
Yeah.
I think we're legit solid. Like
And when I
For
thought
the
I was
long haul.
going home, I was still like happy for you two, you know?
yeah.
I trust Simran and Brooklyn with my life now. Like, I would let them perform open heart surgery on me, I swear. I feel like us for the final 3.
I just want one of us to win. Like
Yeah.
I don't even care if I win. I just want one of us to win.
Yeah. We got here as 3 people out of 9, and we thought we were just gonna be 1, 2, 3 out. And that obviously hasn't been the case. So we're a lot better off than we expected, and I would love to win, but I'd also be happy if Simran or Brooklyn won. I feel like we were underestimating Lauren, and
Yeah.
probably Bailey too.
Well,
And
because Bailey's just really social, and like the fact that she put Talie's name down thinking that she knew it was gonna get her in with us, like shows how strategic she really is.
Joe, Brooklyn, and I had a plan to be the final 3, and then whoever just wins the immunity like picks one of us. But they would both beat me like by a lot. So I might have to like not let that happen, but I also don't want to be like that person that like turns their back on their like best alliances.
I'm sure Bailey's gonna come up to us wanting Brooklyn out if she doesn't win the next one.
Yeah.
But I just don't think she'll do it.
yeah, I don't trust them, and I trust
Because I'm
you
like-
guys so much
Exactly.
now.
Like
I
I
can't
trusted
express.
Talie, and like that's where it led. You know.
Yeah.
It's, like you can't. We've just been through so much, and like when you have an alliance this strong, I don't see any reason in getting rid of it.
Come on in, guys. Are you ready to get to our next individual immunity challenge? All right, first things first, Brooklyn, bring it on back. Immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, you are going to be at a station with a whiteboard, and you are going to be running to 3 different tables spread out across the field. At those tables, you are going to count some objects, run back to your station, and write the number of objects on your whiteboard. Once you have all 6 quadrants on your whiteboard correct with the number of objects that are at the table, you will then solve a word puzzle. And the first person to complete the puzzle wins immunity, guaranteed a spot in the final 4. In addition, you are playing for reward. You want to see what you're playing for? Muffins and chocolate milk. A nice little push to boost you to the end of this game. Worth playing for? All right, I'll give you guys a minute to get ready and we'll get started. Survivors ready?
Yep.
Go! Brooklyn and Bailey go off to one table together. Lauren goes off to a table. Simran and Joe to another table. Brooklyn and Bailey back with their first numbers. Bailey writes down 2 numbers. Brooklyn writes down 2 numbers as well. Lauren gets back. Lauren forgot to cover her board. Joe gets back. Simran takes a look at Lauren's board, uses the numbers. If they're right, that could give Simran a huge boost in this challenge. Lauren coming back to her board again. Lauren writing down another number. Bailey off counting. Lauren covers her whiteboard this time. She has 4 numbers. Simran coming back. Simran has 1 number left to go. Are the others right though? Bailey's on her way back. Brooklyn's on her way back again. Bailey has 2 numbers left. Brooklyn's going off to count some more. Joe's counting. Lauren and Simran both on their way back. Simran's trying to peek over at Lauren's board again. Brooklyn's back, Bailey's back. Bailey's seeing if she has them right. Bailey does not have them correct.
Hey, Hunter.
Simran's guessing again. She does not have them correct. Brooklyn peeking over at Simran. You guys can go back and count again.
Yeah, I know I'm not gonna count it right.
Simran just accepts the fact that she's gonna miscount. Lauren's back. Bailey's back. Bailey does not have it. Lauren thinks she has it. Lauren does not have it either. Simran's checking again. Simran and Brooklyn just switching the numbers around, hoping they're correct. Simran does not have it. Simran's going to check over Joe's whiteboard. Lauren's back, Bailey's back, adjusting their numbers. Bailey thinks she has it. She does not. Lauren thinks she has it. Lauren does not have it either. Simran's checking. Simran does not have it. Joe's checking. Joe does not have it. Lauren's checking again. Lauren does not have it. Simran's checking again. Simran has not left her station for a while. Simran does not have it. Bailey does not have it. Brooklyn's checking. Brooklyn does not have it. A lot of you are very close, but not quite there. Lauren's checking. Lauren does not have it. A few people very close. Some people staying at their station, shifting around the numbers, hoping they get it right. Some people running around, recounting, trying to see what stations they got right, which ones they got wrong. Simran's peeking. A few people very close. Some people have one object wrong. Some people have one object, one number off. Some people have none of them correct. Brooklyn's checking. Brooklyn does not have it.
Hunter after her.
Bailey does not have it. We're getting there, Joe.
Well, you're not getting there fast enough.
Simran does not have it. Joe does not have it. Everyone's struggling to try to count. Lauren does not have it. Bailey's checking. I don't know what that is.
Hunter.
Bailey does not have it either. Everybody's struggling to count these objects. Simran's checking. Simran has the numbers correct. She can start on her word puzzle.
Oh my god, that actually worked, okay.
Simran just sat at her station, but it ended up working out for her. Brooklyn has it correct. She can start on her word puzzle. Lauren does not have it correct. Joe does not have it correct. Bailey's checking. Bailey does not have it correct. Brooklyn and Simran helped each other out with the numbers. Now they're both working side by side on the puzzle. Everybody wants immunity. Guarantee yourself a spot in the final 4. Bailey's checking. Bailey does not have it.
These are my words. Is that a word?
That is not the correct word. Don't know if that's a word at all.
I don't think it is.
Simran thinks she's onto something.
I have it. I have it.
Simran, say it.
Endurance!
Simran wins immunity. Simran, congratulations. Come on up, get immunity. Saved from the vote at Tribal Council, guaranteed a spot in the final 4. You have also one reward. Simran, please pick one person to join you on reward. One person. Lauren. Simran and Lauren are going to enjoy reward together. For the rest of you, unfortunately, I have nothing for you. Head on back to camp. Simran and Lauren, enjoy.
You got in. So, like, why did you pick me?
Well, I just tried to be kind of fair about it. Like, oh my gosh. I figured that, like, both Brooklyn and Joe had both gotten the pizza reward, so, like, they're well fed. And then, I don't know, I just picked you over Bailey. Like, it was 50-50 either way.
As far as Lauren being my pick, I kind of just like did it with the person I had the weakest relationship with, because I feel really good about where Brooklyn and Joe and I stand. And then even Bailey, like Bailey's come up to me with some proposals, and so I feel like she trusts me. Whereas Lauren, I kind of just want to gauge like where she was in the game and how she was doing and like what she thought we were going to do, because currently the plan with Brooklyn, Joe, and I is to vote Lauren out. And so I wanted to see if she had any sensation of that or like any thoughts on what we could do differently. And I also just felt bad because she hadn't won a reward challenge yet, so I wanted to give her a chance to enjoy some food.
I want to get your opinion on it because I know that they've been throwing like your name around.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't want Bailey here. I wanted you here just to see where you're at. I know it's nerve-wracking either way because there's so few of us left. But I'm just like wondering what all of the best options would be.
It could honestly go anyway.
It could go anyway.
Like, I just want you to know, like, it's like no hard feelings. Like, if you guys have
Yeah.
to vote me out, like,
I know, and,
understand. I would like to make it another round. But
Yeah.
I understand.
Simran went and she won the challenge, and then out of nowhere she's like, oh, I picked Lauren as the person to share the prize with. And I'm like, uh-oh, because like probably this is what happened last time anyway. The people who went on the challenge or who went on the prize little retreat, they were the ones we were thinking of voting out, and it really separated them. So I think she might have just picked me to like get me out of the way so that they could chat.
She brought Lauren as kind of an advantage for us because we can solidify the plans that we had.
Yeah, when she picked Lauren, we made eye contact and she nodded at me because she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Simran's decision to take Lauren was smart. Like, I knew what she was doing. Letting Bailey, Joe, and I talk and like solidify our plans of getting rid of Lauren.
I feel like too,
was
it's
smart
good
about
to like not make it so like one-sided. Like I feel like we're like one tribe and together we're choosing Lauren, you know?
Yeah. So, like, who are you guys thinking of voting out? Do you have, like, a thought?
Yeah, well, I think this is part of your guys' plan too, but Bailey came up to me and she wants Brooklyn out. And thinking, like, we've only had 4 challenges, and then she's won half of them. She's really won half of them. I am kind of in agreement. I think this is our only chance.
I think by Simran taking me on the reward, it was to get me out of the group. However, I mean, if I were in her shoes, I would take out Brooklyn. But Brooklyn has been super loyal to her. Like, she even showed her, like, her numbers
in the past challenge, so they've definitely got a strong alliance.
Out of all of us,
I was just wondering what you were thinking, because like she's been like so like
really loyal, yeah.
Yeah.
But also like it makes sense because we definitely have been really close and allies. But also like the thing that tied us together was the knowledge of the idol. Because originally she had found the hint, I had found the idol. I gave her the idol, and so now she just played it for me. So it's almost like we're canceled out. Like I feel like we treated like the alliance went where it needed to go, and now it just kind of got personal games. You know?
Simran did say something that was like potentially a crack, was just like the alliance has gone like its route and like there's not really a point to it anymore. I don't know if I believe it, but there's something. There's a smidge of hope. Just a smidge.
The only reason I got it is because I copied off. She was just guessing.
Yeah.
I knew it was somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's actually smart to just. Yeah. She definitely deserved to win because that's really smart. Just running around like a buffoon. I was really happy for Simran. Like a lot of them, you feel like I don't know, disappointed, kind of like jealous. I don't know, something, but I don't know. I just felt happy for her and happy for Lauren that they were gonna get the food.
You were definitely supposed to put them back on the table.
I kind of feel bad just because I feel like I kind of cheated, but it also isn't cheating if he doesn't tell me it's cheating. So I like to think it was just strategy that I used, because I just sat there and kind of waited because I knew I wouldn't be fast enough to like outrun, and my eyes were being crazy today. So I literally could not count the first 2 things I tried counting. So I just sat there, process elimination, just started guessing. I got lucky basically, and then I just started on the word puzzle, just kept on muttering to myself until a word came into my head. But it definitely felt really good to win, because now I know for a fact I'm gonna be here for another round and I can't be sent home.
If he doesn't stop me from doing it, I'm gonna keep doing it.
If anyone cheated, it was me. Because every time you would check, I would stare at your board, and when you finally got it right, I was like, oh, it was those two.
I just felt bad because everyone else was running and I was literally just sitting there. But like I knew I wouldn't win if I kept running because I could not count any of them. Like my only hope was people would forget to flip it over, and then I could just look and hope that they're right.
Literally no one has been talking to each other, and I think it's because it's kind of clear where the lines are drawn, or it's clear where the lines are drawn.
So we're still feeling good about Lauren.
Yeah, I mean, I picked her to go with me because I figured then you guys could talk about it.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
I also felt bad because like if we are sending her home, might as well give her. But no, she was talking to me. She's like, yeah, I honestly won't blame you guys if you vote me out. Like, I think she's kind of expecting it at this point. So.
Yeah. Honestly, I bet she saw that, like, it was, like, a big move at last tribal council that was really risky and could have paid off, but didn't. We're more close to Bailey, and we're gonna keep her in, especially because she hasn't done amazing on any of the challenges. Like, I think there's a definite possibility that if we kept Lauren, she would win the next immunity.
It's either us or Brooklyn, and then if it's one of us, the other one is going next time. So, it's been fun. I think the safest bet right now is just to vote Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But like, if they make you like vote me, like I don't want you to like break your alliance with me just because like, you know, like if I'm going out, like I'm going out, you know, you don't have to like stay on a sinking ship.
Flip me because like they have majority still.
At this point, I've like pretty much given up hope, because even if I do get Bailey on my side, like those 3 on the original Casaya tribe are so tight with each other. They have voted unanimously in every single tribal council. So I think next round will be the round where that's broken, but not this coming one. So I'm feeling pretty defeated. Like, I'm not upset, but like I don't see an outcome where I come out alive.
I know you would be on board to go out Brooklyn.
Yeah. I mean, it's either her or me.
Yeah. It's just
like, I don't know. I'll give them mad respect for like either one that they do. Like, it's a good move either way. I could see a potential crack being Joe, maybe he would want to take out Brooklyn with me and Bailey, but also, I don't know. I don't really see it happening. He's pretty loyal to them as well.
Someone brought up the idea of voting Brooklyn over retreat, just because she's still like the top competitor.
I think I would be on board with that though. Because like, here's the thing, if you guys got to the final, if it was one of us and
you
it
guys
was
could vote me out, like you can, but like
that would be the easy vote.
it would be, and just like long term, I don't know if it's the most beneficial, because then if she just wins tribal immunity, or if she wins immunity, it's like
She's gonna take Simran.
it's probably either gonna be Bailey or you.
If it's Brooklyn, Simran, and you, she's probably gonna take Simran. That's the thing. And like, I'm not even saying that to like try and sway you, but it's like, that's like, and it's either you or Brooklyn, sorry, for like physical challenges.
Yeah.
And it's like, we have the opportunity now.
I don't know. I just feel really like grateful to them though after.
That's true. Right now, Simran is not wanting to talk, and just an easy vote of Lauren, which puts me even more in the minority. And I want to vote out Brooklyn, but I can't do that without Simran or Joe. So.
Where's like your head at? Just out of curiosity.
What's your head at?
I don't know, I'm so drained in every way, but like.
Because like, I get the strategy. I definitely acknowledge that voting out Brooklyn is the smartest move to do right now, like by far. But I also like, I don't know, it just stresses me out to think of like voting her out, you know? I've had two different people come up to me saying different things. The original Casaya tribe, we have a plan to just stick with our numbers, stick with our 3, and to vote out Lauren. But then Bailey came up to me, and she said that her and Lauren want the numbers to vote out Brooklyn, because Brooklyn is a huge threat who could honestly potentially win this game. She's won half of the immunity challenges. This might be our last chance to get her out. So it's kind of like, I feel like you're almost guaranteed to make it to the final 2 if you keep her in, but I don't know that you would win.
Yeah.
Versus you take the risk now,
I've heard
and you may not make it to the final 2, but if you do, then I think you would win. Brooklyn literally saved me last council, and I feel like I owe it to her to just not stab her in the back because the alliance has been so strong. And I also don't think it's like written in the stones. It's no guarantee that she's gonna win. And she literally like saved my ass last council.
Like,
I just voted out Talie. I almost started crying. Like, that was really hard for me because we were like such close. We were so close, and like she was.
At this point, I don't know. I feel like I've backstabbed enough people, and I feel really good about my alliance with the 3. And it's like, any win from a Casaya tribe member, I'm gonna count as a win for myself. So I kind of just want to stick with the alliance. I feel like if I try to be too harsh and like play for myself, it's just gonna backfire. So I'm just gonna see where the alliance will take me, and hopefully like one of the 3 will win.
I mean, that's a lot to think about. Like, I just feel bad because like I feel like she really saved us.
I do too. And like we've literally every single like council we've been to has been us 3 unanimous.
I feel like moving forward, it's gonna be kind of hard for me, because I either take the easy path and vote out Lauren, and then I'm still with those other 3, but then I'm like in the minority. And Simran doesn't seem like she wants to continue the alliance. Or with Lauren, I try and flip either Joe or Simran. I don't know. It's a guessing game at this point.
I honestly get both sides.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to give it deep
I just thought I'd give my 2 cents.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Pretty much all I got.
Like, I
She's the biggest. Out of all of us, I would vote her to win.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. And that's what the jury.
And she could just keep winning immunity.
Sure, we don't want to switch to Bailey because I was talking to her earlier and she came up with the idea of voting out you with Lauren in my vote. I'm fine with doing whichever. Okay, because my only thing is like, I don't think Bailey can win a challenge, but I also don't want to underestimate her.
Yeah.
Because Lauren did come fairly close today, or she was being pretty strategic about it, and so I just don't want like her to win immunity and then have one of us have to go home.
Yeah. I was informed on the way here that Bailey and Lauren are trying to get Simran to vote me out, but it's not gonna happen because the original Casaya are set.
And now welcoming in our jury, Preston, Ryan, Kody, and Talie, voted out at the last tribal council. Well, final 5, welcome to another tribal council. We only have a few more of these left. Bailey, are the stresses of the end of the game starting to get to you guys?
Yeah, I think we're all physically exhausted, like emotionally, mentally. We're all exhausted. Yeah, it's stressful just because we've been in the game for so long,
So last tribal council, a few major things happened. It was very confusing, a few advantages were played, and then Talie ended up being sent home. What was everyone's reactions to that when you got back to camp?
I mean, I think, at least from our side, we knew it was a risk that they had an idol. And it ended up being like a 50-50 shot on who they were going to use it on. I don't think there were major hard feelings on either tribe, but I mean, we all played the game, and that's pretty much how it worked out, unfortunately for Talie.
Brooklyn, you did play your idol correctly on Simran last tribal council and saved her from being voted out. Do you feel that that play is creating a target on your back?
100%. I know my name has been brought up during multiple tribal councils. I just hope that the 3 of us can stay strong and we can work our way to the final 3.
Simran, you and Brooklyn and Joe were 3 former Casaya members, and you came into the merge with half the amount of numbers that the original Solana did, but now you are sitting here with the majority. After that incredible feat that you 3 were able to accomplish together, do you plan to stick together to the end of the game in the final 3, or do you start to think of other plans and maybe who you might be able to beat at the end?
Yeah, I think it's important to acknowledge that this is a game for an individual winner and not for a team winner. And so that's definitely crossed my mind. It's like how, like, we all want to win. So how is it going to be best for me, like in my personal game, or who voting out? Like, what's going to allow me to win? But also, like, alliances are important, and I think loyalties are a big part of the game. So it's just kind of that balancing act of putting yourself above others and others above yourself and seeing where that takes you.
Joe, where is the line between loyalty and playing to win? If being loyal is not going to allow you to win the game, is it still worth doing, or do you do whatever it takes to win?
I think that there is a lot to think about, a lot to unpack in that question. Because loyalty very well may be your best way to win.
Do you guys think that the jury, whether you are on it at the end or not, will vote primarily based off of who was on their original tribe, or do you think it's a lot more complicated than that?
I think it's a lot more complicated than that. They see the dynamic of like tribals. They've seen like ultimately the like end result and see how they played strategically.
Brooklyn, at this point in the game, what do you base your vote off of? Is it about physical challenge strength? Is it about social strategic strength? What do you think?
I think of right now is based off of physical and challenge strength of who do we think will be able to beat in the challenges to keep moving forward.
Simran, how does it feel to come into Tribal Council at the Final 5, such a pivotal point in the game, with immunity around your neck?
It feels really good, honestly, especially after the last council. I was very, very close to being sent home, and it was kind of by a stroke of luck that I didn't go. And so to come in now knowing that I'm gonna stay another round, it feels good. I don't feel like it puts a target on my back, because at this point, every single person has a target on their back. So just kind of a nice reassurance for me.
It is time to vote. Joe, you're up.
I don't know what's going on anymore. This has been a long game.
I'm so nervous for this vote. I hope this works.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now is the last time for you to do so. All right, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Lauren. Second vote, Lauren, that's 2 votes, Lauren. Third vote, Brooklyn. The 9th person voted out of Survivor Oregon and the 5th member of our jury, Lauren. Lauren, please bring me your torch. Lauren, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, Final Four, we're getting very close to the end of the game. Grab your torches, head on back to camp, and I'll see you in a little bit for your next community challenge.
Well, given the vote, I can't say I'm surprised. I gave myself like a 25% chance of a little bit of hope. In the end, I think Simran made a mistake, but that's just my opinion. Maybe she has a different plan at play, but she's definitely not gonna get my tribal vote when I'm